Kevin, a huge win for you tonight for all sorts of reasons, but absolutely deserved.
Yeah, very much so. We were brilliant. Derry have so much quality. They've so many players. They've so many options. They're so strong and big and fit and strong. And we matched them, and then more to match them. And the it was about getting probably through the first 15, 20 minutes, and because their movement was really really good. They changed the shape. Again, that's the last two teams we played again have played a different shape against us um, than they had done all season. So it took us a little while to adjust to that. But when we did, then yeah, it was excellent. But again, it's the same similar thing as last week in Daily Mount. The lads putting their bodies on the line, blocking things, making really really good decisions and disciplined decisions. And then obviously the goals, the quality we have that scores the goals. And yeah, look, a really good night there.
Talk to me about that change of shape because they had Kieran Call playing as a left-sided centre back, and we were actually told beforehand he was going to play at right back, even though he's a left-sided player. But they did throw a couple of little curveballs in there. What do you kind of have to do to react to that, or what did you do when you saw them in the early stages?
Well, we knew from the team they picked what the team, or sorry, what the shape was, and even though as you said they tried to, I mean, even in the warm up they did their thing with warming up with the back four, but we sort of had an idea what they would do. But in some ways, that's two teams that have changed the shape. It actually suits us when they do that, so I was happy enough because we play that way, and I'm happy. Like, I mean, probably their two wing backs and that weren't natural wing backs. But they're so dangerous going forward, and they did cause us a lot of trouble. But we defended really well, and as I said, then it was all about getting into half time, staying in the game. Because again, I spoke to you before the game, like they probably, although it turned out they probably didn't have to win the game, but they, I knew they'd have to probably have a goal to try and win it, and obviously I was hoping then we might catch them. And look, it was if I told you about how much we spoke about the actual goal, the first goal, about winning it back, making those runs in behind their centre backs, and then playing the pass at the right time and the timing of the pass, and then Franz obviously did really well, and then second goal, Dougie and Franz, amazing.
Yeah, they gave possession away quite a lot there in dangerous position because of the pressure that was being put on them. None more so than for the goal. And I don't know if you've seen it back yet, but Douglas James Taylor just holds onto it for a split second, which means Mark Connolly has to come to him, and then he has to try and turn and catch France, and that's not an easy thing to do. And a brilliant finish from him. The
Yeah,
two of those guys again, just so clinical when the chances present themselves. You never have any doubt they're going to stick them away.
no, we really don't. To be probably in the cup in the first half, Brian Mark makes an unbelievable save from France. I haven't seen it back yet, but it looks like, and
Yeah.
not the first time he's done that here, to be fair. But yeah, but again, you said about them losing possession, they didn't. Like, that's what we worked on. And but again, probably coming across as if we know, like everything worked. Everything didn't work. Like, it doesn't always work all the time. But tonight it did, and was really really pleasing. As I said, it's a great result. And now we can move on to the cup, and we have a big day Sunday week. So I didn't want to talk. I genuinely mean there's been no talk of cups. It's all about the league, and as I said, we have a semi-final cup to look forward to now.
In terms of that performance defensively again, and you had to absorb a bit of pressure in the first 20-25 minutes. It felt like every time the ball went into the box or anywhere near it, it was Dave Webster that was getting onto it. It was like it was being drawn to him all the way through the match. And we've talked loads of times about the change of the formation and the system and the players that have come in. But Dave Webster again tonight, as everybody was, but he seemed to be just on the end of everything that they threw at Drogheda.
Yeah, but look, Webby's an excellent player. He wasn't ready when we signed him. I mean, I literally brought him in sort of on trial at the start of the year. For a lot of his age, it started to be going on trial, but we wanted it so much, and I've had tried to sign him the previous year and the year before that. And I think Tim tried to sign him the year before that. But he eventually had nowhere else to go, so he came to us. But then he worked his backside off, like, and he had to get himself right because he'd come up with a serious injury. I'm sure there wasn't too many Premier Division teams knocking on his door, but look, as you said, he's been absolutely brilliant for us. He's in a way, he uses experience, he uses his attributes, as you say, going head in the ball, and what he has either side of him has been absolutely excellent, like so good. And probably the thing with Andy and James is they have a lot of pace, and as I said, that would like be one of their biggest attributes. And Webby can use his, and they can use theirs.
When Derry pulled the goal back towards the end of the game, there were times in maybe in previous seasons or earlier this season when things would be a little bit nervy. It never really felt like that, even when they got that goal back, that you were on the rack or anything like that. But I'm sure it was still a nervy last, what, 5, 6, 7 minutes for you.
Ah, yeah, of course. And it does come into your head because it was happened earlier in the season, but we are probably a different team since then. Different team since the time we went up there. And we're, like the last time we played Derry, even though I played alright that night. But the goal we conceded up there, you look at tonight, like Luke has done excellently in goal. He's been so good. The back three, then at the five, and the lads in front of it, and even then, like with the changes and up Folds, bring Folds on. He's work defensively. He's a centre forward or right sided player, and he's doing great. And Luke Keane comes on, does exactly what I wanted him to do, and he came on, which is brilliant. So yeah, look, things are going well for us at the moment. It's a great result. They're one of the very top sides in the country, and I said it was a great 3 points for us.
Just finally, I know you'll be aware that Dundalk have been beaten. There's an 8 point gap now between yourselves and Dundalk. With 12 points left to play for, does that mean that worst case scenario you're going to have a relegation promotion playoff? And I know you want to give up your hopes of catching bows, but you think you're safe in that bottom spot now?
No, cup next week. That's all our focus is on. Semi-final cup. I said we've since we got through against Athlone, we haven't spoken about the cup, so we'll talk about it now, and it's all about Wexford next week.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Dave.